Hi, welcome to this week's Then and Now with Connie and Vikki. We're just going to kind of have a little bit of a fun time, have a couple of discussions today because our little party animal went out last night, and don't think if she's feeling up to par. So let's just do this. So we're going to just kind of wing it again. This is going to be called the podcast after.
That's true. I'm struggling today.
I know.
And that is something that, way different than when we used to party and everything. And I don't even know. I think it mainly is just because I stayed up too late. I think it was past midnight. So
I'm sure that's it. It had nothing to do with the wine.
A little bit of wine and
and staying up and staying up late and we can't do those kind of things.
I can't do that thing. Can't go without the sleep. The
We
7 or 8 hours.
When we didn't even think about going out until 10 o'clock.
Well, no, but I remember coming home at 6 a.m. and then going to work or school at 8 a.m.
And now that's a reason to feel bad.
Yeah. But I will tell you real quick, we went to Mineral Wells, which is a cute little town. I don't know if you've been there.
It's been years.
Okay, but it's one of those that they're, kind of revitalizing again.
With a little town square.
Little town square. So we might want to make a little girls visit out there sometime.
Cool.
They've got some boutiques and stuff, and then cute little wine bar. I might not go back there, but it would be fun. So,
let's
so
put that in. Let's put that on our bucket list.
And it was about an hour away.
Well, there you go. That's not bad.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
I know. I like that.
Yeah.
So we could either stay or just make it a day's trip. And
yeah,
lots of fun. Okay.
Okay,
so
let's do this. Let's see. So, this is a perfect example of the first thing we're going to talk about, and that is, you're getting old when.
Oh, well, I already gave you mine.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mine is when I get up in the morning, or when I have to go. This is even funnier, and this is the honest to goodness truth.
Yeah.
Or if I have to get up and go to the bathroom at night, not only do I have to make several trips, but you want to talk about sober and getting out of bed.
Oh,
you would think you'd think I was drinking shots.
Well,
it's like I stepped down or stepped out of my bed, and I'm like grabbing onto the side of the door, trying to.
Goodness.
That's when.
Well, that and getting up off the floor, which I think I've mentioned before. I mean, that's what I have noticed almost more than anything.
Well, I didn't get on the floor much before, but now but I can't. But I have to. Usually, my technique is I have to crawl over to somewhere
to pull yourself up
and hoist myself up and to do that.
Yeah,
that's.
Well, you just also had another, you're getting old moment when you texted me and said, "Oh, I'm running late because I can't find my keys."
Exactly. I put my keys on the refrigerator. I have a little hook, and when I come in, I always put my keys there because that way I'll always know where they are. Well, yesterday when I went out and I came in, I guess I had a bag with me, and I went into my office, and I obviously put my keys on my desk, which I'd also got some stuff out of my desk, and they were covered up. So that was kind of I can't believe kind of an eye opening.
Yeah. How long did it take you to find them?
Probably about 15 minutes. I mean, I was searching everywhere. First, I looked in my room. I took everything out of my purse. And you know how organized my purse is. And then I had to put everything back in my purse. And then I went and looked, everywhere. And then I thought, they got to be on my desk.
Yeah.
They have to be.
Well, so that's, man, getting old because that's several things.
Well, Liz, and I'm just starting.
That's fair. Okay.
So let's see. What is your funniest childhood memory or story? Do you have any that you remember?
God, you always put me on the spot like this because I'm not very good at
being funny.
And remembering stuff.
Well, I've already shared.
Yeah.
I've already shared.
Do you
mine.
have one? You could tell one, and maybe I'll think of one. I don't know.
I've I have already told all mine. These poor people are probably tired of hearing of all
Oh, well,
of my
okay.
Connie stories.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. If I think of one, I'll let
If
you
you think
know.
of one, yeah,
Yeah.
you let us know.
I have a lot of awkward stories from when I was a kid, but I don't think I have any funny ones. I might. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't.
I can't remember.
You can't remember, so that's another sign
Right,
of
for sure.
aging. Hey, and I think we both did this one was because our first jobs were actually when we were doing the telephone soliciting thing.
A paying job. I mean, we always helped down at your folks'
Yeah, but that
businesses
didn't
and stuff
count.
like yeah.
Yeah, but a real job
Yeah.
that paid us probably $1 an hour.
Yeah.
Or whatever it
and
was.
I think I kept that job for since I got my first date.
And you got your first date, which was Jonathan.
Yeah.
So there you go, and
Yeah.
you met him.
Took a day or two.
Do you remember what you bought with your first paycheck? Pot.
Do what?
Pot.
Yeah. I do remember
Maybe
getting.
we bought Boone's Farm. I think we probably bought Boone's Farm.
Well, I was thinking about this the other day because I also remember when we did the thing on the Father's Day, and I was remembering when I graduated from high school, I did an internship at LTV where my dad was working, and I thought about my paycheck, and I think it was like $70 or $80 maybe a week,
Right.
And I remember cashing that thing, going straight to the mall. Buying several new outfits for that kind of money.
But I could get a whole wardrobe.
Yeah, I had no concept of.
We have a visitor today.
Oh yeah,
we have Nash. So you insist on me.
But you're right. But I also remember getting a paycheck and it probably being like $12 or something, and going and buying a lid of pot because it was $10.
It was $10
for a baggie.
For a baggie.
Yeah, Yep.
Boy, inflation.
I wouldn't even know.
I'm just saying. And I understand it doesn't really come in a baggie anymore either.
Yeah. Excuse me. Nash, come here. You need to lay down.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I basically, yeah. Of course, I still love spending. Unfortunately.
Well, I do too. What was your first concert though? Do you remember that one? Because obviously last time you talked about getting in trouble.
Alice Cooper.
Oh, okay. So you were late to the show.
Yeah.
Then.
We went with a friend and her boyfriend. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine was Grand Funk Railroad.
Where'd you see them at?
Of Dallas or Fort Worth. I don't remember.
Who'd you go with?
I don't.
Was it me?
Well, I know. I don't think you could always go to the concerts. We've already
talked
about how you
we
got in
talked about
trouble.
my yeah. But you know what I remember? Remember when we were kids in our neighborhood, and my mom was real social, and we were all about the same age.
Mm-hmm.
And we can remember when all the neighbors would go out and visit. My mom would always go down to their house, and they would talk. And I remember that the little boy next door, we always put on shows.
Yes, we did that too.
Yes, and the mothers and who were all, we were practicing with our Broadway show.
Right.
Would sit outside and we would, like I said, we would do shows, and I remember that he had in their garage this huge chalkboard.
Okay.
And we spent hours playing school with that out there in the garage.
Yes.
We didn't have the things, you could say you're going to go in and play, video games. We didn't have cell phones.
You played what you knew. You knew school.
Yeah.
I played library a lot. My mom had hundreds of books. She was an avid reader. And I'd make little cards and put in every book and just play librarian all day.
Oh, wow. I remember my sister and we used to play in the den or the living, because you had a den and you had a living room. I guess your living room was more your formal room. And we would go into the living room and we would have our Barbies. And we would always use, it was so funny, the furniture would be our house. Well, Cindy always got the big couch, real nice couch, never failed. I got the chair.
Oh.
But to make it worse, now this will tell you, to make it worse, is when we would play like that and we'd have our Kens and our Barbie, it would be the husband would be Ken.
Sure.
She always had to have Dr. Ben Casey. Remember the Ben Casey show?
Of course I do.
She always got to have him, and I always got his assistant, whatever his name was.
You should have just made up somebody else and got,
Well, I wasn't that creative.
Well, okay, I always had a crush on the professor on Gilligan's Island.
Oh, you're kidding.
You know,
Yeah, he was cute, wasn't he?
he was cute and smart.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
when
should
you
have
like those
known.
intelligent guys.
Yeah, me
And I
too.
had a crush on the sergeant. He wasn't cute. The sergeant though in Gomer Pyle movie TV show. Remember Gomer Pyle?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
sergeant.
You know who that was? What
Who?
is the guy that was played on Star Trek?
No, it wasn't William Shatner.
It wasn't? I thought it
Mm-mm.
was.
No,
Okay.
no. But anyway, okay, we digress a
Okay.
little
So
bit.
anyway, that was my
Yeah,
anyway, we always did that as kids.
yeah.
And remember when we did watch TV, TVs were like a big old piece of furniture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And they
yeah,
would have rabbit ears.
yeah.
You didn't have any of the internet or thing.
No.
And I remember we'd get so mad at my mom. She might be on the couch or whatever, and we were upstairs playing, and she'd yell at us to come down. So we could either turn the channel because there was no such thing as a remote,
Mm-hmm.
or we had to adjust the
Rabbit ears.
rabbit ears.
Yeah.
And one time I remember it was so funny that we were at my sister's house. And we couldn't find her. We went in the room, and her husband was trying to watch some kind of sports show. And she was holding up the antenna so that it would come through on the channel.
Oh my gosh.
Now those are hard times.
Those are great memories, though.
You know, who would? First of all, I don't know a wife nowadays that
for sure.
would stand by the window, adjusting,
For
holding
sure,
onto
for
an antenna.
You know, I want to say too that we grew up in our in Indian Hills,
Right
over there, and do you remember where the library was downtown on
Yes,
Main
I
Street?
do.
Okay. So during the summer, that at least once or twice a week, we just us the neighborhood kids hop on our bikes, ride from our house downtown Grand Prairie, go to the library, check out books or whatever. We join the reading club, right? So if you read so many books during the summer, you got a certificate, and then rode back. I mean,
Yeah,
dude,
never.
you could never do that.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
but not an adult around. And we crossed that
Busy street,
busy
carrier.
streets. Yeah,
I mean,
Jefferson, all those. Yeah. Anyway, good
and
times.
phones always had cords. There was
Mhm.
never such thing. I remember when the first phones came out, the wireless or whatever
Uh-huh.
you want to call it.
Yeah, where you could actually walk around the house.
And it was in the 70s, mind you. I was working in the oil business out in Abilene. And we would go out into the oil field, and no one had the only closest thing they would have to a cell phone, because my boss had one in her car, her and her husband, and the phones were huge. It was almost, they
Yes.
were big.
Yes,
And they sat in the car, and I mean, that was quite a
that was a huge
privilege.
thing.
And when I first went into sales, a guy I was dating gave me a gift. It was called the Palm Pilot. And I didn't even dream what it even was.
Mhm.
And that was probably in the 80s.
Yeah, that was the 80s.
And so I had it actually in the back seat of my car. My boss and said, "Oh my gosh, you've got a Palm Pilot." And I'm like, "Yeah," because I hadn't tried it. Know that
Uh-huh.
what a nice gift it was.
Right,
It really
right,
was.
right.
And he goes, "Oh my gosh." And then I set it up, and using that Palm Pilot, I could get my email. Those were the first ways you could get. You'd set up
Wow.
an email account.
Okay.
You could use it to get directions. I mean, it didn't.
Really?
Yes, it didn't talk to you.
Okay,
I mean, you had to you had to punch it in. You had to have cell service to it,
Okay.
but it would
I'll be
be
darned.
dangerous. You had to look at it and drive, but it was
yeah.
still easier than
Yeah.
maps or
Right.
having to when I would
Right.
travel. And like I said, it was in the 80s, and look where we're at now.
I know, that's crazy.
I mean, Palm Pilots but that was the first generation.
Wow.
That was the first. That was really,
Wow.
yeah.
Do you
And
remember you still remember your first phone number?
well, yeah, because it's the only I still have it.
No, not on, I mean, back when you were a kid, your
Um,
landline with your parents.
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, I did too.
I-
AN, it was numbers. I mean, sorry, letters. AN2, we didn't have area
Oh,
code
you went
first.
back further than me.
Yeah,
Okay.
AN2 6342. But that's easy, 6342.
Right.
But I remember that.
You know, I would have a terrible time now because everything's saved in my phone.
Yeah,
And my
yeah.
numbers. I've
Mhm.
laughed. I've always told the only number I really know is the work number to call our corporate office.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have informed them that that since the only number I know,
Uh-huh.
that if they ever get a call from the Dallas County Jail,
answer it and
Would they
accept collect.
please accept would they please accept the call? Because if I ever go to jail and I need to call somebody,
That's all you
that's the
remember.
only number I
That's
know.
hilarious.
I've even thought at times maybe I should maybe get a little tattoo or something and have my son's number on my, or my hand. I could have to have my palm tattooed. And somebody's going to say, look at your beautiful tattoos.
Yeah.
And it'll have everybody's phone number on it. So if something happens, and then on my arm, I could have return to.
Oh my goodness.
With my address.
That's great.
So if I get lost,
somebody
I can just say, I don't know.
I think you're honest.
What is
this is where I belong.
But this is home.
Oh my gosh, Connie. Oh. Well,
I'm going to patent that.
Maybe you should.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay. A whole new line of tattoos.
Well, who knows? Once we retire in the year 2030.
Yeah. What?
Don't laugh.
Oh,
everybody.
What?
If everybody's tattooed up with their phone numbers when you get older.
All these senior people.
These senior
what
moments.
do you do when it starts sagging?
You have to go.
Get all the numbers. You won't be able to. Oh my gosh.
It's true. But I'm thinking that's don't say I don't help. That I'm not helping seniors.
Oh.
I've solved the problem.
You did solve the problem.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Just their phone numbers here.
Let me find it.
Yeah, I know it was.
Let's see, my R's are down here.
Yeah, it's going to be toenail number 222.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you have gone off the deep end.
I love that idea.
Okay, well, you be the first to do it.
I'm sure everybody's going to join right in.
I'm not sure.
But
coming back to one more thing I missed though from a little bit serious is, do you remember those cute little phone address books you could have?
I was never that organized.
Well, okay. I'm into stuff like that. Everything by alphabet and stuff.
And catalogs, I remember getting.
Oh, that was so fun.
The Sears catalog was really good. It was.
And JCPenney was too.
Oh, and remember the Neiman Marcus catalog?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, that used to. Oh, we used to get that, and I remember my mom sitting there, and looking at the
lusting after everything.
Yes,
mm-hmm.
And if something was like probably $25, you're like, oh, I really wish I could. That's really.
But the Christmas catalogs that would come out for even Penny's or Sears, because that's where and you order it, and then you go to the mall and you take a number, and then you pick.
And you have to pick it up. Yeah. No, there wasn't any delivery.
Mm-mm.
There wasn't any.
But man, I loved catalogs, and even as an adult, I got I don't. Everything's online now, but do you remember Lily and Vernon? Do you remember those catalogs?
No.
It was just, I think I still have stuff in my house that I ordered from there.
Oh my gosh!
I know.
Yeah, I do. I loved.
You go through there and you circle what you want.
And the phone books.
And, mm-hmm.
You go through there and you circle the number who you're going to call.
Yeah.
Do you have King Albert?
Yeah.
Well, let him out of the You have King Albert in the can?
Right.
Well, let him go.
Yeah. Your refrigerator running.
Yeah. You better go catch it.
Oh my gosh. That's how we entertained ourselves.
We did do that. You do remember that.
Cigarettes and the.
Yeah, we did do that.
Yeah,
I can remember sitting in my room making those calls.
Yeah, I can too.
I totally do. And
then I was always hoping we'd sound like a cute guy.
Well, and you did. You got.
Yeah, I know.
All that practice paid off for you. And we were just talking about memorizing phone numbers, but we've solved that problem.
Yeah.
Another milk being delivered.
Yes.
We would have the milkman in the glass cartons.
Yes.
They had milk they would deliver, and they also delivered potato chips.
Potato chips? I don't remember that. I remember cinnamon rolls.
Oh, they delivered them?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the Lay's, it was actually called the Lay's guy, and they'd come in I think it was it, and they'd come in a big can.
Like tub.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was probably the first,
I forgot
guess
about
you'd
that.
say it would be
Amazon.
Amazon, yeah. That probably started the whole thing.
Yeah, I forgot
the whole
about
thing.
That.
And I remember checking every time when you'd have to, well, you just recently broke free from this, but writing a check for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
and having to watch my checkbook so closely. I
Yeah,
mean,
you'd have to. Yeah, you'd
because you
write it
didn't,
down,
yeah,
and
because
yeah,
if you miss, well, I mean,
yeah,
things were tight with when my
sure,
kids were young. I wish I could admit,
sure,
you make a mistake
sure.
or a check clears before you were
Yeah.
able to rush to the bank and get the
Yes.
money, because it
Yes.
would take like about a week
Yes.
for the check to even
And you
clear.
could play that game.
Oh, I
Yeah,
did,
write
and they
that
got
check.
me in a
Yeah.
lot of trouble. It'd be like have to go right, be so poor. I mean, this really sad, but
Yeah.
you'd be so poor that you'd go and go to Kroger and write a $25 check, and know that you had to go write another $25 check to cover that $25 check.
I think that's illegal.
Oh, I never did that.
Isn't that
Those
called
poor
hiding
people.
or something?
It was called surviving.
Yeah. So you just kept writing a check to cover a check?
Yeah.
And did it ever catch up?
Oh yeah, of course it did.
Wow.
Yeah. For some people. Those people that did it, I'm sure they really got messed up a few,
Pretty sure that is
few
a
times. But
little
that's
bit illegal
why
there.
you
Yeah.
check their thing. Poor people. Okay.
Oh, my
When there
goodness.
were no passwords, you didn't have to.
Thank
now
goodness.
there are so many. Again, it goes back to tattooing.
Yeah. Oh, but then everybody can know your passwords. You can't. Well, unless you put them in a personal
Well,
spot.
that just depends on who.
That's true. You'd have to put those in a personal area. And then if you have to change it, what are you going to
Well,
do?
it's supposed to be private, so you'd have to put it in a private area.
I know that's what I mean, but then what if you have to change your passwords? You're gonna run out of private areas after a while. Oh Lord.
Well,
Yeah.
it could be true.
Yeah.
Or if you break up with somebody.
Yes. My goodness.
You
Oh,
change all those passwords
I
and all
know.
those private areas.
You'd have to mark out your tattoos and get them lasered off and start
Yeah.
over.
Oh, that would hurt.
I know.
Especially in those private.
I know. Okay.
That could be.
I'm not doing
That
that.
could be painful.
I'm not doing that.
Well, we'll put a note that be sure and
Put a note where?
close to your private. Close to your private parts. What do you think? It's a password.
Oh, this is off the rails today. Off the rails.
I'm sorry. I'm just on
That's
a,
okay.
I'm just on a roll.
You would think that you were at the wine bar.
You'd think I was still at the bar.
Yeah, right.
And what
Right.
time is it? 3:00 in the afternoon.
It's happy hour somewhere.
What did your parents say to you that you swore you would never say?
Because
Your
I said
kids.
so.
Yeah, that must have been one everybody
Yeah,
used.
because I said so.
That used to make me so
Yeah,
angry.
yeah.
I'm going to do it because I said so. But that didn't go over too good. But no,
No.
that would I swore I would never do that to my kids.
And of course you did. Didn't you?
Well, obviously I didn't do it well enough.
Your kids are awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so what else do we talk about? Let's see. Okay, let's look at it this way. Is convenience making us less happy?
I don't know. I don't.
I mean, I think when we were kids and we had more time to spend together and I wonder what our kids are going to think of. So we're laughing about
Yeah.
the old thing and
Yeah.
the way with the
Yeah.
password thing
Yeah.
and the tattooing to remember. But what are our 10 or 20 years from now, our
Mhm.
grandkids are going to think? Wonder what they're going to think is so funny.
I know that's true.
Because everything just they over in overseas, I guess in England, so they're saying that when you go into a Walmart store, and I heard this, it's probably been 10 years ago. Well, 10 years ago, I was actually calling on Walmart with a customer in my sales department, and probably 15 years ago, and they were talking about how eventually, when a supplier would sell to Walmart, everything was going to require a little ticket or electronic tag on it.
Okay.
So when they load these huge trucks to go to the distribution centers,
Like a barcode?
no, like a
Oh,
little electronic thing. Because what would
okay.
happen is, so when these eventually the plan was, so when these trucks loaded with stuff for the distribution centers
Mm-hmm.
would come in, they would drive through this
Oh.
thing, and it ding 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 ding,
Oh,
ding,
wow.
and it would automatically inventory that truck
Good
without
gosh.
somebody having to physically go and do that. Now that's reality.
Is it?
It is absolute reality. In fact, in some places now, and I know that, I think, don't know if Walmart ever has done it over here, but it's the same way about buying groceries or going
Uh-huh.
shopping. Eventually, you're just going to be able to put everything in your bag,
And
and
just
you're
walk
just going
through
to,
the
well, look
thing.
at Sam's. What's the difference
Yeah,
in
that's
doing
true.
it at
I don't know
Sam's?
how that works.
All you do, oh, I do. I use it all the
I
time.
do too.
You
I do
just walk
too.
through and you
Yeah.
scan,
Yeah. And then you.
and you
Yeah.
pay, and you just walk through,
Well,
and that
I'm sorry.
that device
Yeah.
that we're
Yeah.
walking through
Knows
is
that. Yeah.
ringing it up
Yeah.
and checking that
Yeah.
what you entered is
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
So technically that is
That
reality
is
here now,
true.
but it's going to get better.
Yeah.
What the next thing, and what they are doing, they're further advanced countries than we are,
Mm-hmm.
is, let's say you walk into a Walmart.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's going to be actually the ads, instead of doing all the paper,
Mm-hmm.
sale
Very
on
nice.
this and what you do.
Lay down.
They're going to be able, you walk in and it's going to be virtual. So they could probably get information from your phone, from your past purchases, and you're going to walk in and virtually you can be walking,
Wow.
and it'll say,
Yeah.
you bought this last time, do you need to buy it again? And it's going to show, you can actually, kind of like those, remember those, like those, the glasses, the virtual stuff they
Mhm.
do.
Mhm.
Probably you don't have to put glasses on. It's going to virtually somehow,
like
it's
that.
supposed to show up. They're doing that now.
Wow. It's enough of that already with just you look up something on your computer or your phone, and next thing you know,
You're swarmed
you're
with them.
swarmed
So
with
see,
it.
it's the same thing.
It's the same thing. I don't
Yeah.
like that. That takes. I mean, gosh.
But but again, it's going to go to where, for the next generation, that's just going to be a
I know. It's just
reality.
a way. Yeah, I know.
They're not going to give it a thought.
No.
Well, if they do, it's probably going to show up on the screen, and they better be really careful what they're thinking about.
Scary. Well, to circle back to your question of, is convenient make you happier? I hope people, and you have to find a way, because that's the future, what you're
Right.
just talking about. So you've got to find, happiness is going to have to come somewhere else.
Right.
You're just going to, people have to continue to find the happiness within themselves.
And this actually isn't something this is reality now.
Yeah.
In some countries, it is total, and it's been reality
Yeah.
for probably about 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the other thing they did with the, and I think they did it here for a while. What was it like, you would get fined, and if you throw a Coke can out, and you get fined $100 because you littered. Do you know they can track now? They can track who bought that Coke can
Good gosh.
and come and find you. I mean,
See, this is
but it's
out of
reality.
control.
But that's something that
Yeah, I
Probably-
know some of that. Not that part, not the scary part where they're tracking you and stuff like that. But I know convenience does have a part in our lives. But my goodness, I mean, that takes away going into a store and just leisurely shopping. Why do you have to be in such a rush? You know what I'm saying? I mean, go into a store and go up and down the aisles and buy what you need.
But stores are becoming obsolete.
I know.
Malls are obsolete.
I know. I guess that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
And I know it's
gone.
the future. I don't like it.
No,
I don't like it.
no,
So,
I don't either. But
yeah.
but unfortunately, that's the world
yeah,
that our kids are never really, or grandkids
especially grandkids.
are never
Yeah.
going to know what it was like to go into a store
Yeah,
and to shop,
yeah.
try on.
Mhm.
We used to go for school shopping.
Oh my goodness.
Now it's going to all be done online. Now
Yeah,
they just
probably
you
already
can
is.
take you can
Yeah.
take a picture and you can see what it's going to look like
Yeah,
on you.
yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's just
It's too. Yeah, I know. It's
and those things are moving so
fast. Yeah. I guess this is where it shows I'm just too old, and it's not that I just don't want things to change. I know things change, but I don't necessarily think that that's things. That are
Would
for
you
the
be able
better.
to give up your smartphone for a month?
Mhm.
Totally.
You know what I just did? I dug out my old
You
watches.
got your watch.
I've gone back and I had to take them to a jewelry store to get them.
The batteries.
Batteries, and is this one even going to work and stuff like that. And I did that yesterday.
Good for you.
I know. So I'm obviously I'll wear my Apple Watch when I work out.
Right.
But I'm not going to wear it all day. I've gone back to just a nice watch.
Simple watch.
Now, I will tell you, it's funny because I look down here and I'm like, what time is it?
Yeah.
Because I got to get used to looking at that again.
Looking at the numbers and
instead of just seeing a big number flash in front of your face.
So. But even with friendship, and we're old school, but you think nowadays with friendship, is social media helping or hurting people's friendships? I don't think my granddaughter, when I talk to her, she still does things with her friends, but all the communication and everything is done through, through, what is it, Instagram or Facebook or whatever the kids, whatever
Snapchat or something. Is that still something?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah. I don't remember, but do you think?
I think it probably does hurt. And think of it this way. Would your feelings have gotten hurt if I had posted on social media that I went to the Grand Funk Railroad concert and you weren't invited?
Yes.
Okay. So I think that they deal with that too.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
And seeing what's I thought we were
bullying,
good friends.
You can't.
Yeah.
There was. I mean, there was definitely bullying back. And even in our time, but
you had to be there in person to do it.
Yeah, it's now taking a whole new direction.
And it's out there for the world. Whereas if I got bullied, I did. But, it was.
And once it's out there. It's
one-on-one, or it was in front of a couple, your class of 30.
Yeah, now it's the world.
Yeah, it's the world.
And people like it.
Yeah.
You get a thumbs up.
Oh, well.
Think about it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Do you think?
Yeah. Well, everybody has something to say about everything too, though, because I've noticed, even just like that Nextdoor app.
Yes,
I
do that,
which
too.
I don't do anything on it, but I do have it just in case
if you lose your dog.
I monitor it. If something comes up.
I've lost the dog's gotten out before. And
so,
used it.
but I have noticed on there that no matter what you say, you could say, "Have a great day." Somebody's going to say, "Why are you saying that?"
Right.
What it's so angry, and I don't know. So I don't like that. I don't like that aspect of social media.
No, it took me it took me forever to really get on social media. It took me forever to even do that, and I hate to admit this. I think I was one of the last to text people. Well, I'm still not good about it, I realize. but that's why I'm behind the times. I've probably only been texting for 10 years. Everybody else was finally somebody asked me, well, why don't you just text? And it makes me so mad because my kids are world's worst.
Yeah.
You know what?
They won't answer the phone.
I can call, they won't answer, but
they won't answer.
But I can text them and they'll say, what do you need? Or be with you in a minute.
Yeah. Shelby and I will talk on the phone, but she used to tell me, don't call me. Or she'll say, don't leave a voicemail, Mom. I'm not going to listen to it. It's like, why wouldn't you listen to a voicemail?
No.
Yeah, it's funny. What is this? Senior discounts, love them or hate them? Why would you hate them? Because you have to tell
people you're that you're your age. I love them. I always ask. I'm not shy at all.
I mean, we've paid our dues.
Yeah, I deserve that extra 10. And I get upset if I'm not going to get my family discount.
Oh, okay.
Or family discount. I mean, senior
I don't even know where you get
everywhere. And if they don't show it, you ask for it.
Really?
And it's really pays off, like in the hotels.
Oh, really?
Yes. In fact, I
don't think I've ever used it.
That a lot of times, if you put down you want to use your senior discount, you get as much of a discount as you do using AAA or using any of the other things.
That's
so travel,
great.
it's a really.
Is it just
helpful.
because of your age, or is this a what is it, AARP?
No, it's because they actually have on their website when it puts like special pricing or your promo code, and you can look, and they have. And you know what I'm missing out on senior things? This is something would be really good to look at because I've been going to research it. Is since it's the traveling part of this. There's supposedly so many perks that you get free when you travel and you fly. Like you can get if you're over a certain age, and I think I feel short of this, but I think when I was not this time, but I was flying somewhere not too long ago, and I ask. I had to call an operator to find out because it had said, I've read online that you could get like priority boarding free
Oh, okay.
if you're a certain age. But I think that kicked in like at 75
Oh, okay.
that you get to be one of the first to
Okay.
board.
Yeah.
You can sometimes, we do this where we can, be the first to get through the line at
Mm-hmm.
at security. But
Okay.
supposedly that if you're a certain age, you should automatically
Oh,
get that.
okay.
So there's a lot of perks on
Okay.
the airlines, and they're not gonna share it with you. You've got
Yeah, you got to know it. You got to
you've
know it.
got to ask for it.
Okay.
And I've been gonna look at that more and more to see exactly
Okay.
what they are.
I have used it when buying movie tickets. We go to
Yeah,
the movie.
yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I have used it before. Connie, I think we're out of time. I think we
Oh,
are.
I think this one's gonna be a part two.
Let's do that
Let's
because
do
I think we're
that.
talking way too much today.
I know. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see you in part two.
Okay. Great.